Hi. Well, let's take a look at the new releases this week, including Mario Strikers Battle League. Hello, and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. My name is Stefan. Please like, share, and subscribe. Here are the games coming up June 7th, 2022. The first game on the list is SpellForce III Reforced. This is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. The rating is mature. The content descriptions: blood and gore, mild sexual themes, partial nudity, strong language, and violence. This is a strategy role-playing game in which players control characters exploring the fantasy world in a Middle Ages setting. Players build camps and manage resources as they build enemy forces in real-time skirmishes. Characters use swords and magic attacks to defeat enemy soldiers, monsters, and giant animals. Cutscenes also include instances of violence, including a depiction of two soldiers blowing up into chunks of flesh. The game includes a handful of lines and reference sexual material. In one sequence, a ghostly female character is depicted nude on an altar, although with no discernible details. Swear words appear in the dialogue. Next up is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. This is coming out on the Nintendo Switch. The rating is teen. The content descriptions: mild blood, not suggestive themes, and violence. This is a role-playing game in which players assume the role of a Jedi struggling to reconnect with the Force. Players explore fantasy locations, interact with various characters, and perform missions and engage in melee-style combat in a sci-fi setting. Characters use blasters, swords, lightsabers to fight enemies. Battles are highlighted by blaster fire, impact sounds, and explosions. A handful of sequences depict corpses with bloody wounds and burn marks. Some female characters are designed with revealing outfits. The dialogue contains brief suggestive materials. Now let's take a look at Pro Cycling Manager 2022. This is coming on PC. The rating is everyone. This is a pro cycling simulation game in which players assume the role of a professional cyclist or a team manager. Players can select and supervise their team staff, calendar, and equipment as they complete international training and racing events. The next game on our list is Tour de France 2022. This is coming on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The rating is everyone. This is a cycling simulation game in which players complete as cyclists in the Tour de France. Players can take on the role of team manager or professional cyclist, performing both offensive and defensive maneuvers on the road. Now let's take a look at a deep dive in Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Chronicles. This is coming on Nintendo Switch. The rating is teen. Content descriptions: blood and gore, language, and violence. This is an adventure game based on the anime series in which players assume the role of a demon slayer battling evil and searching for a cure to save his sister. From a third-person perspective, players engage in frantic sword fights with various demon characters. Graphics are somewhat stylized, and battles are highlighted by impact sound, cries of pain, and blood splatter effects. Finishing moves generally result in quick splatters of blood bursting on the opponent's neck. One cutscene depicts a demon being decapitated, then coming to talk to the character. Other sequences depict a severed arm and an eyeball, both used as clues. Swear words appear in the dialogue. Now let's take to the pitch in Mario Strikers Battle League. This is coming on Nintendo Switch. The rating is everyone 10 and up. The content descriptions: cartoon violence and comic mischief. Tackle, pass, and score in a battle soccer on the Mushroom Kingdom gang. Introducing Strike, a 5-on-5 soccer-like sport with no rules. Do whatever it takes to win. Get gritty and try to score the most goals by tackling enemies and pulling off score-boosting hyper strikes. Super Mario series mainstays like Peach, Toad, and Yoshi put their cleats on the pitch and will stop at nothing to score, even if that means getting a little rough. Take the carnage online or pass the ball to players locally. Just look out for the electronic fence. Tear up the field to earn coins and redeem them in stylish, sturdy gear. Don the accessories to customize your character's stats and appearances. Give your dribblers a speed boost or bump your shooting skills for scoring. Mix it up and match your strategy. You'll also find items on the field like shells and bananas. Use them to trip up your opponents and steal the ball or score. And the last game on today's list is The Quarry. This is coming on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The rating is mature. The content descriptions: blood and gore, intense violence, mild sexual themes, and strong language. This is a survival horror game in which players follow the story of camp counselors stranded at a haunted summer camp. Players interact with characters and explore interactive environments while making action and dialogue choices that influence the story and progression outcome. Some choices lead to intense acts of violence, the characters severing a man's hand with a chainsaw. a creature mauling and decapitating a character, a shotgun blast ripping apart a character's face, large blood splatter effects and dismemberment, decapitations, autonomy, some violent acts. The game contains the suggestive sexual innuendos in the dialogue. Swear words are heard in the game. Thank you to bensound.com for the music track. Please follow Parents Guide to Games on YouTube at Parents Guide to Games, on Facebook at Parents Guide to Games, on Twitter at ParentsG2G, and email any questions or concerns at parentsg2g@gmail.com. And always, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.